Hello and welcome. This is Shalini Gupta representing Inspiria TV, and we are very glad to present you Esperanza meaning hope. We at Inspiria TV along with Inspiria Knowledge Campus has taken this initiative of conducting a national e-media fest. This fest is curated for a very noble cause. Here, the fund raised will help the people who's actually battling their lives with coronavirus. And with the same hope in our heart, we have a very special guest with us, Dr. Tushar Rane. He is specialized in medicine and is currently treating the patients of COVID-19 in Mumbai. Hello and welcome, sir.
Thanks a lot. It's a pleasure to be here.
So how are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
So I'm great, thank you. So as you know that India has been marked as the fourth worst hit nation with coronavirus. And in India, Mumbai is a place where the number of coronavirus patients are increasing day after day. And you have been treating the patients in Mumbai. So what has been your experience there with treating the patients?
See, over the last 2 months, from the last week of March onwards, there has been a steady growth of the number of corona cases. So overall, what I have seen while treating the patients, that almost 80 to 85% of the cases are very much recovering out of the disease. Although after a few days of around 5 to 10 days, but the rest of the cases, almost 15% of the cases which are requiring hospitalization, out of them, 2 to 5% of the cases are do succumb to the illness, but majority of the patients are recovering and staying fit.
That's great, sir. So even people are scared that even if they have a cold, they are fearing that is it actually coronavirus or actually they are suffering from cold. So how do they discriminate between the cold and coronavirus?
See, basically, coronavirus is a group of viruses which have been there in India since many years, since decades. But this is a myth that coronavirus is a new virus. No, it is not a new virus. The only difference is the strain, the COVID-2 strain which has come. This is a new strain, and the difference between this strain and the previous strains of coronavirus is that this is a slightly lethal and a virulent strain, which is having a higher mortality in humans as compared to the previous viruses which were causing common cold, which we know as. So that is the only difference, and because of the virulence, we are worried about the virus and the pandemic.
Yes, sir. So what are the testing processes of COVID-19? Like, is it divided into stages or it is just a single test which is done there?
It is not a single test. There are multiple tests, and according to the symptoms and the affection of the patients, the organ affected, accordingly the tests vary. So the primary tests that are done with COVID-19 patients as on today in Mumbai, one is the RT-PCR test, which for which we take the nasal and the oral swab. The test requires around 48 hours time for the results to come. Secondly, we are having a good diagnostic test of CT scan, HRCT scan of the chest, which gives a fairly good diagnosis and an idea about whether the patient is having coronavirus or not. These two are the major tests. There is a third test which has not yet come to Mumbai. It is in the testing in Delhi. This is an antigen testing method, and the reason why this test has come because the test is a rapid test, and the test requires around 10 to 15 minutes of testing time for the results to come. So it is a very fast test and a screening test which is having a greater sensitivity as well. So currently, as on today, I have seen in the news that they have tested almost 12,500 and counting patients with this test. Once this test is already approved, but it is in the screening mode, and it will surely come to Mumbai as well.
So with this, there are many myths in the market, or is that eating turmeric will not help you, will not get you this coronavirus, or they even say that if you heat the food, or if the temperature of the food is high, you are away from that virus. Is it true, or is it actually a myth?
It is actually a myth, but the truth behind this as to why people are recommending warm water, warm temperature, and things like turmeric, coriander, and garlic, ginger is basically these are healthy foods,
Yeah.
and keeping your immunity built up and having a good immunity is one of the primary factors to fight the infection or to stay away from the infection. And that is the reason why people are recommending having healthy food, healthy diet, regular exercise schedule, and staying out of the corona environment and healthcare facility as much as possible.
Right, sir.
So it is a myth. And coming down to the second thing, which is high temperature. So high temperature is not specifically favorable for having corona or for not having corona, because in temperate climates, as in Mumbai, people are still having coronavirus disease. So
Yeah.
it is again a myth. It is not a fact.
So what is the best prevention for this virus as per now in India?
Yeah, see, the best prevention is regular hand washing for 20
Yeah.
seconds or more. Secondly, wearing a mask, having self distancing,
Right.
staying away from healthcare facilities, staying at home. If not required to go out of home, all citizens are advised to stay at home. And if
Right.
at all, because now there is a unlock and the lockdown has ended, even in the office facilities, people have to stay away from each other as much as possible. Try not to interact with each other, and even if they are interacting, wear proper safety measures, wear a mask, wash your hands regularly, and so on.
So yet we have been seeing that people who don't have a travel history or has not moved out of their houses are still affected with coronavirus. So what is the reason behind it?
See, corona is basically it is not primarily a airborne disease. Even if people say that it is airborne, it is transmitted by a carrier. So the
Yes.
carrier being saliva or any aerosol. So it is a aerosol dependent disease, and uh, the disease spread is because of aerosol, and that is the reason why it needs to be taken care of by wearing a mask and protective measures, regular washing, surface cleaning,
Right. So
all
if people perform all these washing hands and wearing masks, so somewhere or the other they are safe from this virus. Right.
correct, correct. At least it is our duty to take precautionary measures and protective measures to, as far as possible, prevent the occurrence of the disease.
Right. Sir, you have been working and treating the COVID-19 patients. So, how do you deal with that stress? Like working there with the patients, and you have to serve them since a very long time. So, how do you handle with the stress there?
See, for a healthcare personnel, for a doctor, when we are visiting the hospital, first of all, we have to change our clothes. We have to wear scrubs. On and over that, we have to wear PPE kits,
Mm.
which don't have ventilation. Because if there is ventilation, we have a high chance of getting the disease, as the virus is spread through aerosols. So, wearing two sets of clothes, it becomes very difficult to take rounds and stay in the hospital premises for a long period of time. Coming to the infectivity, one is corona is spread And what I have seen in my clinical patient in the hospital facility, that the longer you stay, so the time that you are exposed to the facility, to the suppose it is the ICU, so the time that you spend in the ICU, and secondly the immunity, your own immunity, it all plays a vital role. Thirdly, the viral load that you are exposed to, if you are going to the head end of the patient, if you are conducting any procedures on the patient, so you are more prone to getting exposed to a higher viral load, which will then affect infectivity. Secondly, what we do in a hospital setup is we try to minimally interact with the patient as such. So what we do before the rounds, before the hospital rounds, we get all the investigations, the ECG, the X-rays of the patient, and the overall vital parameters of the patients in the OPD itself, where the infectivity is low. So once we get an overview and the charts of all the patients, then we have a fair idea of what treatment the patient needs when I'm going to the ICU. So the amount of time that I'm spending in the ICU eventually comes down. So if the time comes down, the exposure will come down. So there are low chances of we getting exposed to the virus. Obviously, at the back of the mind, there is some stress of myself getting exposed to the virus. But
Yes, sir.
it is our duty to serve the patient, and it is we who are the frontline warriors. So we have to do
Yeah,
it.
exactly, sir. So we all know that people are fearing to go and testing, coronavirus, that they are scared that if they go to the quarantine center, they won't return back. But it is necessary for the people to know that breaking the chain is necessary, or else the number will increase. It will keep
Correct.
increasing day by day. So, what is your say on this?
See, although yes, there is a scare among patients of getting themselves tested. Like for example, there are a few patients who are not testing for fear of the BMC asking them to come and get admitted to a hospital. So
Yeah.
there are these scares, but still counseling the patients, whoever come to the hospital facility or on nowadays there are video call or audio call facilities that are available. So counseling them and asking them to not fear these things and getting themselves tested is important. uh, but now that we know that the number of patients are increasing and it is difficult, basically the patients number are increasing and the number of patients who will test positive and those patients who are asymptomatic and positive, they will also go on increasing. Basically people will be having a herd immunity eventually, and eventually every other person will turn out to be positive. So that is the reason why the BMC has eased out certain norms. And even in the hospital facility, previously 2 months down the line, it was compulsory for the patients to get admitted in the hospital, stay there for 14 days, and then go home. So now those things have eased out. Now, even if the patient is corona positive and they have completed 10 days of stay approximately, and they are asymptomatic, we do tend to discharge the patient and ask them to stay in a quarantine center or in their home when where they are having a separate room with attached bathroom, if at all.
Mm.
So we ask them to stay at home, then probably test after a week or 10 days or so, or if they get symptomatic, contact the healthcare provider.
Right.
So it is not necessary that all the patients get admitted to a hospital if they turn corona positive. If they are symptomatic enough, then only they need to move out of their home. Otherwise, they should stay at home as much as possible. If they are significantly symptomatic, then in the hospital. If they are a little symptomatic, like for example, they are having cough, cold, slight headache, body ache, we have many quarantine centers and many beds in the quarantine centers where they can go, get admitted, stay there for 10 to 14 days, get treated, and then go home.
Right. So the people who have a travel history or are coming from different states, is it necessary for them to directly get admitted in the hospital, or a home quarantine for 14 days will work for them?
Home quarantine for 14 days unless they are asymptomatic. If they are symptomatic, yes, they will require hospital care or stay in a quarantine center.
Right. Right. So we are, so you treating the COVID-19 patients, and you are one among our Corona warriors. We would like you to give some words to our viewers, or some diet which they could follow and stay healthy during this quarantine center.
Primarily, those who are asymptomatic and they need not necessarily go to work, they can stay at home, follow regular hand washing measures. Secondly, there is a issue with housemates. So they can one way they can tackle is they can get their housemates tested for corona. If they are negative, there are certain families who are keeping their housemates in their house itself. They give them a provision to stay at home, and they are working from there itself after testing for corona. Secondly, wearing a mask is very much important, not necessarily at home, but when they are going out, when they are going out to take groceries or for work, they need to wear masks, at least a surgical mask, if not N95 mask. Uh, have a proper self-distancing measure. As much as possible, try not to interact with many people and not to stay in a crowded place for a longer period of time. As much as possible. Yeah.
Right. So, with the increasing number of coronavirus cases, what is your say? Like, how much time will it take for everything to be back to normal, like restain things back to normal again?
See, there has been a steady increase in the number of cases, but like what I have seen clinically when I have visited the hospitals, so there seems to be some amount of plateau that we have reached, and the number of patients, number of serious patients coming to the hospitals have come down a bit. Not that there are no serious patients that are coming, but the percentage of patients have come down, and the number of the patients that are coming to the hospital, they are relatively maintaining a good health with a good oxygen level, and they are very much recovering out of their illnesses. So in the future, but still, I think it may take another 4 to 6 months time for the condition to stabilize, so as to have a normal life without wearing a mask and social distancing method,
Yes.
not crowding, and all those things. It is still going to take some time, but
Right.
the good thing is that at least a plateau is reaching, and in the coming few weeks we are expecting a better recovery out of the patients.
Yes, even the recovery rate has been seen to increase
It is
from the
increasing.
past. Yeah, yes, sir. So we would also literally thank all the Corona warriors who has been risking their life and saving all the patients, treating with the patients, and you are one among them. With this, we come to the end, and thank you so much, sir, for giving your valuable time and talking with us. It was great having you at our show.
Thanks a lot. It was a pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you.